It's game time. The Kid Gowie. Ravens Nation. All we know is purple and black. And if you're not a Ravens fan, welcome. Welcome to Baltimore, Maryland, M&T Bank Stadium, where opponents don't make it out alive unless we bury them. Every team be afraid of them, especially all the quarterbacks, as our defensive linemen won't hesitate to leave you sacked. Let's take a minute, go back to Super Bowl 35. Domination was an understatement up against the Giants. Numerous touchdowns, they put up numbers, and it didn't take a nutritionist to see they hunger. Only stat Kerry Collins could get was interceptions. He must have thought throwing to the D counted as receptions. The pass was legendary, but don't sleep on the present. Our secondary make quarterbacks avoid that direction. You tryna run the ball, you better hope your blockers work. You can juke, you can spin, but your destination's the turf. This is a man's game, being soft will get you hurt. Watch the defense force a fumble and the fans go berserk. 17 weeks, only one league out of 32 squads. No one's messing with our team. We all bleed black and purple, you can check our IVs. Raven Nation fly high, watch us all spread our wings. Put your game face on, embarrass the competition. You ain't talking about the greatest if the Ravens aren't mentioned. Screw every other team, cause those dudes are whack. In Baltimore, the only thing we know is purple and black. Go! They always win when the championship's on the line. So if you hoping that they failed, then you really wasting your time. Go and ask the 49ers, I'm pretty sure they remember when they made a comeback, but weren't declared the winners. 2 rings.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy King Ibo 002 coming to you with another video. This video right here is gonna be 5 players who will be a first-time Pro Bowler this season for the Ravens in 2021 season. But before I get started, I'm King Ibo 002. Boom, boom in the building. So it's go time. Let's get to it. Smash it up, share it out, and if you new, sub up. I know what time it is. So the 5 players I picked for that the Ravens organization, the Ravens media think could be a Pro Bowler this season. Hollywood Brown, J.K. Dobbins, Patrick Queen, Kevin Zeitler, Chuck Clark. But I don't stop there. I'm going to tell you why they can become first-time Pro Bowlers. I'm going to tell you why. I'm not going to leave y'all not just like that with nothing to spare. You feel me? So, but I'm like, man, why you pick them? You know? Why you pick a Chuck Clark? You know, Kevin Zeitler, you know? I'm going to tell you why in a few minutes. Let me get to it. You feel me? All right, bet. So, first up, Marquise Hollywood Brown. We all familiar with Hollywood, what he been doing, you know. We all know, even if you are a Ravens fan or not, you know Hollywood has been the most targeted player for 2 years in our offense. The most targeted. You know what I'm saying? But his rapport with Lamar is very exciting to see. And as he entered into 2021 season, surrounded by more playmakers than he ever had since he's been here. Think about this though. Sammy Watkins, Rashard Bateman, first round pick. They were pretty impressive, right? During OTAs and minicamp and all that stuff, they be headlining for a while. Sammy be doing probably the best out of all of them. But them boys are ready. So, what that tells me and all the rest of my Raven flocks is that they ready to snatch defensive coverage away from Hollywood, right? They're going to have the attention. Which means, for those who don't know what that means Hollywood will have way more chances downfield with the deep ball. Because Lamar working on the deep ball this off season. So it's going to open things up. Them guys are flying around. And let's not forget about, excuse me, let's not forget about Mark Andrews, okay? What he brings to the table. So now, not only do you have Sammy and Bateman, now you can't watch Andrews and Hollywood. You got them guys out there too. And JK. We'll get to him later on though. This is about Hollywood. So that would give Baltimore and Lamar Jackson a lot of chances to take shots down the field while Sammy Watkins and Bateman taking the coverage away from Hollywood. Getting them open one-on-one coverage. We don't have nobody checking Hollywood one-on-one, so that's just straight burner. It's like last year, right? He had 58 catches, right? 769 yards, 8 TDs. That was last year. I can see him getting 1K this season, 1,000. Hey, with 1,000 yards, double-digit touchdowns, and it's a lot of primetime games this season for us. That's Pro Bowl right there. It's a Pro Bowl. He do those things I talked about, that's Pro Bowl. Front center. Now, next up. J.K. Dobbins, right? Dobbins has an electrifying running style, right? He's expected to be a huge part of our offense, running and catching. That was clear during the offseason when he was focusing on pass catching more than anything. During minicamp, right, he made a leaping touchdown grab that created a lot of buzz around the media, streets, over his ex-teammate, still current teammate, Malik Harrison, who played Ohio State Buckeyes University. Ohio State. Them guys was buddies, but he had to do what he had to do. Get that catch, Buckeye boys. My guys. And for real, let's not sugarcoat and forget the man had 9 touchdowns as a rookie. And he didn't even start the season. He broke the franchise rookie touchdown with 9. And that's halfway. Imagine if he had started week 1 or even week 2. He could possibly have been a 1,000-yard runner. So that's not far-fetched. JK is highly motivated though, y'all. He's desperate to prove he can be a star running back in this league, and help the Ravens reach the Super Bowl. That right there alone could equal a Pro Bowl. If we do what he need to do, running, catching, touchdowns, Pro Bowl. And Super Bowl, that's a cherry on top. I don't mind that, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind that. Number 3 on the list. Inside linebacker Patrick Queen. Queen, he led the Ravens in tackles last year. And he finished 3rd in Defensive Rookie of the Year candidate. Which I think he should have been 3rd, but another discussion for another day. Congrats, Chase Young, Buckeyes. But I don't think he should have been 3rd. Queen has built a strong foundation to take his game to the next level. He pride himself on getting ready for this season. He ain't have, remember y'all, he ain't have last year to do so. You know what I'm saying? He had this season to get right. So, we all know in 2020 season it was challenging due to the COVID-19, you know. So, we know Pat was thrown into the fire with not much to work with. No coaching, no off-season work with the team, just thrown into the fire. And hopefully he succeeds and help us win games. But he was thrown to the hot fire with high expectations. Yet, he made plays. Yes, he did. He also made some bad plays that he can clean up and fix on that. Which I think he was just mostly like guessing instead of just going and attacking. He was guessing, then go. So that split second when he's taking time, takes time off the plate and might be past you right now up the field somewhere if it's a nice run play, which a couple of them was. And I'm talking about the Derrick Henry play, but you know. If he improves in pass coverage, which I think he will. Then he could join the top. He could join the top league linebackers once he get that down. The elite linebackers, the top ones, he could join that conversation once he get the pass coverage down. Because we know he can stop the run. But once he get that coverage down, he should be one of the top ones in there. Last year, he had 3 sacks on a year. You know what I'm saying? But I think he will be a better blitzer this season with the work that he didn't have last year. He's getting that work out. He's getting that work done this year with the coaching and the team to get those wrinkles out and helping him improve. So he could be a better player coming this season, which I agree he will. Let's not forget, y'all, great legacies came from middle inside linebacker job, right? So that should work in Pat Queen's favor of getting a Pro Bowl. That alone, of the history of linebackers in Baltimore, should get him a look at. And if he get those things right that I talked about, that look will give him the spotlight for a Pro Bowl. It's going to shine bright. But he got to deliver. If he deliver right, he's a Pro Bowler. Fourth on that list, right guard Kevin Zeitler. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's a vet. Yeah, you're right. A 9-year vet. But the fact that Kevin Zeitler has never been to the Pro Bowl feels like an oversight, right? And he has been one of the least consistent right guards. So I don't get it. What can possibly be wrong? I'll tell you what's wrong. When you plan on losing teams, that's what's wrong. He was on the Browns, then he went to the Giants. When you on losing teams, sometimes they don't look your way for a Pro Bowl. Sometimes they do. Sometimes I've seen some bum teams, but I've seen some good players from that team go to Pro Bowl. But it wasn't the case for Kevin Zeitler. He haven't been to the Pro Bowl. Ever. With the Browns or the Giants. So, and he has never tasted a playoff victory, ever. He damn sure ain't tasted with the Browns. They just won theirs. He damn sure ain't tasted with the Giants since he been there. They won in the past, but not recent. You know. And he has not been to the postseason since 2015 season. That was with the I think that was with the Browns. It might be with the Browns. No. With the Giants. Last time he went was with the Giants. Cause I don't think 2015 the Browns went to playoffs. Hell no. And being on a losing team can really hurt your stock, your case for a Pro Bowl, most of the time. So if they like I was saying, if they are not even looking at you, you probably not even mentioning because the team that you're on. You know what I'm saying? But Kevin Zeitler being in Baltimore to stabilize the position that was left from Marshall Yonder retiring. We should have addressed it last year, but we didn't. So we're addressing it now and bringing Kevin Zeitler to replace. He can't be Marshall Yonder, but he's got to be his own man, but stabilize that situation. You know, help us out. You know what I'm saying? And plus, blocking for Lamar Jackson alone will get you recognition. So you're blocking for Lamar, you're blocking for J.K. Dobbins, and you're blocking for Gus the Bus. That's recognition for a Pro Bowl right there. The spotlight on you. We got a lot of primetime games to showcase what he can do. So that will bring a lot of attention to Kevin Zeitler for his first Pro Bowl with Baltimore. And let's not forget, our offense fit his strength. His strengths that he has is made for our offense, not the Browns, not the Giants. But what we do, he fits the bill. And that's a Pro Bowl waiting to happen. Last but not least, number 5 on that list, strong safety Chuck Clark. Oh my God, Chuck Clark. He ain't say Chuck. That man ain't no top tier safety. We don't hear about him. I get it. But just wait. I got some food for thought for you to think about. You know what I'm saying? Just let me talk. Chuck Clark, we all know. Y'all know, I know, Ravens know. He's not a household name at safety. We know that, right? Among the safeties in the league, his name ain't up there. I get it. He ain't blossoming in light. He ain't making no attention and stuff to himself. All that stuff that other safeties do. But he should be. I'm going to tell you why. Well, don't shake your head at me like I don't know what I'm talking about. I see you. Yeah, I saw you. You. No, not you. You. Right there. I seen you nod your head like that. Because I'm not telling you the truth. Just sit and listen, and I got you. I'm going to explain to you what you're missing out on, or what you can't hear, or seem to see. But you do have a lot of this. You should zip that. You know what I'm saying? But I got you. Maybe 2021 is his year. Maybe, just maybe. And it might happen. Defensive coordinator Wink Martindale calls Chuck the quarterback of our defense. And let's not forget, Wink depends on Chuck to relay the play calls to the entire unit on defense. So a strong safety got to relay the calls to the whole team, get everybody in position, and himself. That's difficult. But he's doing it at a young age. I'm going to tell you why, though. I'm going to tell you why. This is why I'm telling you this. Listen to me. Whew. Chuck has a very extremely high football IQ. That's why. And it helps him put his teammates and himself in the right spot at the right time. It's something like Ed Reed used to do. Now you hear, no, he ain't just comparing no Chuck to Ed Reed, not the Hall of Famer. No, I'm not. I didn't call him Ed Reed. I said that is what Ed used to do. Listen to me. Of course he's not Ed Reed. Ed Reed was a one-in-a-lifetime special player. We'll never find an Ed Reed or Ray Lewis ever again. What I'm saying is he has that IQ. No, he don't get the picks like Ed do. I wish. Maybe this season he'll do that. I wish he'd come up with a lot of picks, run him for a touchdown, like Ed used to do. But another discussion for another day. Last year, Chuck had 88 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries, 3 quarterback hits, 1.5 sacks, and a TD. He ran for a touchdown. He recovered it. Those numbers can go up this season, y'all. And let's not forget, Chuck is an every down safety that defends the run, the pass, an effective blitzer. So, but here's the problem right here, why he's not mentioning them on the safeties. He didn't have any picks, so he didn't get recognition. So, and he doesn't draw attention to himself like most DBs, most safeties. He not attention junkie, But if he adds those, if he add those interceptions to his great season he gonna have this season, and more flashy plays, he will get a Pro Bowl nod, hands down. And plus, having a top 5 defense, that helps too. You know what I'm saying? Top 5 defense, that'll help him. But that's my top 5 right there, I appreciate y'all for coming through, Remember to smash it up, share it out, and comment below. And if you need, you got to sub up, I'm out of here, though, y'all. I'm going to catch y'all later. I'm King Gabo 002. Boom, boom in the building. Let's go. Catch y'all later. Peace. Gang. Bird gang. All that good stuff. All right, y'all.
It's game time. The Kid Gowie. Ravens Nation. All we know is purple and black. And if you're not a Ravens fan, welcome to Baltimore, Maryland, M&T Bank Stadium, where opponents don't make it out alive unless we bury them. Every team be afraid of them, especially all the quarterbacks, as our defensive linemen won't hesitate to leave you sacked. Let's take a minute, go back to Super Bowl 35. Domination was an understatement up against the Giants. Numerous touchdowns, they put up numbers, and it didn't take a nutritionist to see they hunger. Only stat Kerry Collins could get was interceptions. He must have thought throwing to the D counted as receptions. The pass was legendary, but don't sleep on the present. Our secondary make quarterbacks avoid that direction. You tryna run the ball, you better hope your blockers work. You can juke, you can spin, but your destination's the turf. This is a man's game, being soft will get you hurt. Watch the defense force a fumble and the fans go berserk. 17 weeks, only one league out of 32 squads. No one's messing with our team. We all bleed black and purple, you can check our IVs. Raven Nation fly high, watch us all spread our wings. Put your game face on, embarrass the competition. You ain't talking about the greatest if the Ravens aren't mentioned. Screw every other team, cause those dudes are whack. In Baltimore, the only thing we know is purple and black. Go! They always win when the championship's on the line. So if you hoping that they failed, then you really wasting your time. Go and ask the 49ers, I'm pretty sure they remember when they made a comeback, but weren't declared the winners. 2 rings down, but you know they won't stop now. If the opposing Something these call slipping, you know exactly how that goes. That's another deep connection for 6 points in the end zone. The stadium goes wacko as Ravens put in work. Pittsburgh still